just wanna get lit. We just wanna get lit. We just wanna get lit. We just wanna get lit.
It's Madden NFL 22, where division rivals will clash in the NFC North. It's the reigning Super Bowl champs and the Packers on Monday night.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. They're led by the number 1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
Just like that. Just like that.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 and second down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver, but he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front, so if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him, picks up 3 on that carry.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. You know, I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you could hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 7 catches, 87 yards, and a touchdown.
And they think they have a matchup advantage in this one. They're going to try and find some space for him to work and make sure he touches the football.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw here pulled in by Bowden. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 19. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I like what they tried to do there. They didn't get a completed pass downfield, but they came off of a momentum play. Big-time gain on the previous snap, came right back and threw one deep, hoping to catch them on their heels.
Lawrence's throw taken in by Ridley here. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. They forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. On 3rd down, Lawrence. And it's complete, right back to Ridley. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down. The kick by Carlson is good. And the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, it kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Now a handoff to Henry. 1st down and much more for Henry. And all the way up to the 37-yard line.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. The numbers on the ground for Henry last week. 17 carries, 120 yards, and a touchdown.
Well, he's the number 2 runner in the league, and you just know the offensive line wants to get him to number 1 because most of the good ball carriers, they take care of their linemen. Could be a gold watch in their future if he becomes the leading rusher.
Well, still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. Wilson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 31-yard line. They go play action now. Wilson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Give him 2 yards on the gain there, and it will take us to the end of quarter number 1. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Try to punch it in with Henry. Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh, yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times. And what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 47 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And to give this time to the tailback. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
It's 3rd down and 6.
Now Lawrence to throw. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and it'll be 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Derrick Henry trots back out there and gets ready to go. First month of the season, those numbers pretty solid. Does he continue that?
I think so, because when you come out of the gate this strong, that means
Derrick Henry all alone.
This is too easy.
Touchdown, Detroit. Derrick Henry, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions strike quickly here for 6 points. So that run there, yeah, I don't know if it's overstating things to call it a thing of beauty, but in terms of football plays, that's as good as you're going to see.
And the thing that stood out to me was his ability to continue through the initial contact. How many times do we see runners get slowed up and not get what they can on a run because of that first contact? But he kept the compass pointing in the right direction, kept the legs churning, and turned this into a huge play.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. And the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to just swing your back out of the backfield, get the ball in his hands in open space, and just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now, they may pop bigger as the game goes along.
Yeah, they've been good with the run so far. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again, 2nd and 10 from the 25. Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw taken in by Cook. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Here's Lawrence. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Taking it about the 16. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Lions will take over. And we spotlight Derrick Henry now. He's in his own 2nd quarter, already closing in. On a 100-yard game.
And that's the magic number for a running back. Anytime you get to that triple digits, that's all you're looking for. But he's got a chance to really exceed that in this one.
Yeah, he does. That's been the gold standard for a long time, hasn't it, that 100-yard mark?
It really has, and that never has to shift because it's in a game. It's a 1,000-yard mark. I'm wondering, since we've gone from 12 to 14 to 16 games, maybe we need to up that a little.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field. Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Throwing again here, Wilson. Flush to his right.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Packers will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Now Lawrence on first down.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
You definitely would have liked to have hit on that one because now you've got a 3rd and long showing up, and you just know defense is going to be getting after it. They are pinning their ears back, and they are coming.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And with a 14-3 advantage already, we'll see how much they want to try to push things, if at all.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. Here's Wilson to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep over the middle. And got his man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So all right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. This taken in at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Second half begins with a run by Henry. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
I don't care what anyone says. I want a big-time backing in this kind of yardage each and every time I step on the field. A tone setter, these guys are hard to find.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Looking left side, and it's complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Now Wilson on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
51, Mike 51. Got you. I got you, son. I got you.
Now Lawrence. Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage,
and it's a Packers touchdown. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers have cut it back within a score. They'll try and throw for it. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage, just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you're trying to throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. 4 yards remain for 2nd down. Again, it's Henry. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. Those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
Wilson now off the bootleg. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And the Packers are going to have it here at their own 15. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Lawrence will throw. He's going to let this one go deep. He's got a man complete. And they finally take him down, but not before he reaches the 43. It's a big play there for Green Bay. Lambeau Field, one of the best home field advantages in the NFL, no doubt. And they're a happy bunch here as the Packers lead 3rd quarter. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Lawrence. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. You and I watched film yesterday, and he told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for Green Bay. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Going for the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They go play action with Wilson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Wilson will throw again. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Again, Wilson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And the Packers are right back in this football game. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Here's Lawrence to throw. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. Now Lawrence. And this is Cook with a grab. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And taken right on the 30. A good return there, 17 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Steps away to his left. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. And he's got it. And the Lions are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal as they search for what could. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Derrick Henry. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Lions look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And we have seen a decline in the numbers. Where does the fault lie? Just him? Maybe the guys up front? Combination?
As you and I both know, it's almost always a collective deal. But in this case, I think maybe the offensive line got a little overconfident. They had blocked so well in the 1st half, picked up on what the defense was doing. I think we've seen an adjustment now that they have not.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 38.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. Oh, Wilson going to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. Now it's Wilson. Flushed out right. And in for the Lions touchdown. A great effort there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Lions use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 19-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And complete right side to Cook. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. From the 27, Lawrence. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Lawrence. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here.
I like what they did there because many of the deep throws we see in the course of a game come to the outside, the perimeter of the field. In this case, they used the slot receiver to run deep downfield and tried to connect that way. Unsuccessful in that attempt, but I like what they were doing.
Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's finally out of bounds, but he's taken it all the way down to the 8. It's a big play there for Green Bay. Throwing again here, it's Lawrence. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Pat Freiermuth with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Packers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. So 2 scores down, time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this will be covered up by the Lions, and that might just about seal the deal.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Wilson wants to throw it. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Here we go.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Eluding the pressure right. Touchdown! A great play there with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Lions have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter. Extra point right down the middle, and that will make this a 19-point game. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Certainly not what they wanted there, so the football by rule comes out to the 40. And the kick goes outside the white lines. That's why the flag comes out.
Yes, and that was an error by the kicker, and it will give the offense great starting field position.
So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now Lawrence to throw. That'll be complete to Cook. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. And it's incomplete. So now only 7 seconds remain. To throw again on 2nd down. Lawrence. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Lions are going to get the football here at their own 23. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. We look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are